Julian, would you stop pacing? You're making me nervous, and when I get nervous, I perspire, and I don't want to be all sweaty.
What if our scheme goes up in smoke? What if we don't get the goods to bring Teresa down? She's like a cat with all of her lives, bouncing back each time ever stronger from whatever's thrown her way. You saw her prepping for that obscene TV interview earlier.
Oh, I hope they send Matt Lauer. Then I can tell him how much I like his haircut. It's so sexy and kind of prickly looking.
But focus, Becky! Focus! God. Teresa acts like she doesn't have a care in the world.
Well, she's faking it. She doesn't want us to see how threatened she feels.
Then again, maybe she knows something we don't. What if she weathers this crisis the way she's weathered all the others? And if Alistair sides with her, it's curtains for us. We'll be out in the cold. We'll have no place to sleep but the shelter.
Oh, Julian, you can't let that happen. I don't want to be poor. Ethan, oh, thank goodness. I need you to look over my marriage license to Julian.
I already have, with a fine-tooth comb. And remember when I was representing my mother's interests to be the one true Mrs. Julian Crane? Well, I concluded then that your marriage was valid, despite the unusual circumstances.
Do you take Teresa as your lawfully wedded wife?
What's up?
Oh.
What's up?
How did I get here? Oh my God.
It can't be.
Okay. You're sure that you didn't miss anything back then? You are certain that I am the legal Mrs. Julian Crane?
To the best of my knowledge, the ceremony was legit.
Then I've got nothing to worry about, do I? I'm Teresa Crane, and there is nothing that Julian and Rebecca can do to dethrone me.
I don't think I heard you right, Eve.
Oh, you most certainly did. Whitney is not playing tennis. I will not allow it.
Well, I know that you're upset about what happened last night, but she's gonna be fine once she gets out there on the court. There's too much riding on this for you to blow it, Whitney. Come on, let's go.
TC, I said no. Whitney's emotional health is far more important than any tennis match. She's not in any shape to play tennis or anything else. She's not going, and that's final.
You know, you should be thanking me, Mother. Instead of killing you, I'm making sure that you get the care you deserve, even if I go to jail or the loony bin. Your new companion is perfect for you. You know why? Because you can complain all you want, and she'll never talk back. And the best part is, she'll never repeat any of your crazy stories about me to anyone.
What did you do? Hire a mute to take care of me?
Don't be silly.
Some foreigner who can't even speak English, huh?
Oh, that must be her now. No, stay here. I'm gonna bring her in to meet you.
Well, I guess it could be worse. She could have killed me.
Mother, meet Nurse Precious. Precious, this is my nasty old harridan of a mother. Mother, this is your new caregiver. She'll be by your side day and night to take care of all your needs.
Oh, no. No, this is another one of your sick, twisted jokes, isn't it?
No, it isn't. I think you two will be perfect together.
Okay, we're in private. Why are you both looking at me like that? Is there something I should know about? It's bad, isn't it?
Yes.
We hate having to tell you this, Antonio, but you need to know. You need to know what? We wanted to tell you a long time ago, but
Damn it, Louise, just stop beating around the bush, will you? And just tell me what it is you want to tell me. This isn't easy. Is this about my health? Because I've been led to believe that I'm making a full recovery here.
No, it's nothing like that. You're doing very well.
Okay, then what is it? Why are you both looking at me like that? What could be so bad that neither one of you knows how to tell me?
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me highest. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Oh, get it away from me!
Is that any way to talk to your new nurse, Mother? Forgive her, Precious. She just doesn't know any better. Come on, have a seat.
Oh, get it out of here, will you? I don't care what you do to me, but I'm not having a dressed-up monkey in my home.
Precious isn't a monkey, Mother. She's an ape, an orangutan to be exact, and very smart. I dare say brighter than that last nurse we had, and very well trained. Where did you go to nursing school, Precious?
What? What did you say? Instead of cursing me now?
Nursing degree, Mother. What are you, deaf now, too?
Oh, Bethy, you have gone too far this time. You know, you have completely lost your mind.
Oh, hardly. I consider hiring Precious a brilliant solution to an irritating problem that just will not go away. You need someone to take care of you full time. I've got my hands full with Louise and Sheridan. Besides, Precious needed a job. So it works out all the way around.
Okay. Okay, you've had your joke at my expense. Now get J. Fred Muggs out of here. Call whoever brought it over and tell him to pick it up.
Well, I cannot do that. Mother Precious is here to stay, as long as you're alive.
Oh, I am not having a mini gorilla in my home.
And since when are you the least bit selective about who spends the night here? I remember plenty of men you dragged home that were a lot more bestial looking than Precious.
Oh, no! I will not have it here!
And the beauty part is, you can protest all you want about my plan to kill Sheridan, but Precious really isn't in a position to do anything about it. Are you, Precious?
I'm really worried about Antonio and how he's going to react to this.
Well, at least we'll all be there to cushion the blow. I mean, it's for the best, Mama.
I guess. But your brother loves Sheridan with all his heart, and he's just beginning to recuperate from his illness.
Luis and Sheridan wouldn't have decided to tell him now if they didn't feel like he could handle it.
I hope you're right.
I'm not saying it's gonna be easy. You know, I know what it's like to lose the woman you love. And I'm still not giving up on me and Charity.
Well, what if Antonio doesn't want to give up on his marriage to Sheridan? What if this announcement causes him another setback? I mean, it's one thing to recover from a physical ailment, and quite another to cope with a broken heart.
Are you gonna tell me what this big secret is, or are you gonna make me guess?
We're waiting for your mother and Miguel. They're on their way.
Now, why in the heck do they need to be here? Wait a minute. Don't tell me that they know what this thing's about and I don't. Afraid so. Is it that bad? It's just that you need to prepare yourself. Louise, you're starting to freak me out here. What could possibly be that heavy?
And Teresa's risen from her coffin, for crying out loud. Who's to say she won't come up with another Houdini-like trick to survive this onslaught, too?
Julian, you've got to stop
talking like that. Look, we paid good money to Tom Joyner to get the dirt on Teresa so we can unseat her as your wife.
I don't know, she's way too confident for my taste. Even if we prevail in the end, she's already given away a fortune in Crane money, and she's about to give away more on national television. Oh, God! I thought only people who work for a living got ulcers.
Pookie, look, you have got to stop this. Look, we paid for the dirt on Teresa, so by this time tomorrow, she is going to be long gone.
I hope you're right, but the clock is ticking, Becky. Where's the evidence we paid all that good money to get?
It's on its way. You'll see.
As long as my island marriage to Julian is legal, there's nothing that he and Rebecca can do to usurp me as his wife, is there?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, at least it turned out to be good for something. God knows that it cost me the one thing that I wanted most.
Teresa, don't.
I just meant that they can't ever take the Crane name away from me and my baby.
I had no idea that the name meant so much to you. Is it that important for you to be a Crane?
Teresa's really going ahead with this TV interview?
Yeah, it seems so.
Personally, I think this is a disgrace.
Which one, Gwen? I mean, her going public with her charitable donations or giving away so much of the Crane money?
I don't know why you're sanguine about it. She's giving away your birthright.
Well, tell that to my father. I mean, personally, I don't think he was planning on leaving me a penny, so as far as I'm concerned, she can do whatever she wants with the Crane fortune.
Well, she won't get away with it, I can tell you that.
What do your mother and my father have up their sleeves, anyway?
Who said I knew anything?
You're very transparent, Gwen.
All I know is they seem very confident they can get rid of Teresa.
Yeah, but that's only the half of it, isn't it? I mean, they're hell-bent on bringing her all the way down, tossing her out of this house on her ear.
Fox, whatever happens to Teresa, she has brought on herself. The girl has been deluding herself about her status in this family forever.
Well, it seems to me that her delusions have panned out pretty well for her so far.
Yeah, she's been lucky, and her luck is about to run out.
Is that a wish, Gwen, or do you know that for a fact?
What difference does it make? I am just glad that Teresa's going to get what she so richly deserves.
We have always presented a united front when it comes to our girls.
Well, not this time. Somebody has got to stand up for Whitney's rights, and it appears it's going to have to be me, her mother. And she's not playing tennis today, or any other day that she doesn't feel up to it.
Damn it, Eve, that doesn't make any sense. You know how important this match is today. And she has already lost her ranking because of one crazy night with Chad Harris. And Whitney, if you miss this match today, you're gonna blow the entire season, and we can't afford to let that happen.
Do you hear yourself, TC? If this is all about Whitney, why do you keep saying we?
Because she and I are a team. Tell your mother that you're gonna be fine once you get out there. Tell her. Sweetheart, you have played under more stressful conditions than these. Now I want you to get your racket and pull yourself together like the pro that you are, and come on, let's go.
Daddy.
Sweetheart, tell your mother that you're gonna be fine. Tell her that everything is gonna be fine. See, your mother doesn't understand professional sports the way that you and I do. You need to show those judges who Whitney Russell is. Sweetheart, tell your mother, tell her that you need to win.
I can't. Daddy. Okay, I just can't.
It's no use.
Oh. What? Even if I did another chorus of I Got You, Babe?
Not even. Too worried about this thing with Teresa.
She ruins everything. And this is not the first time that that little tramp has affected little Julian's performance, and I am not talking about your singing.
She's undermined my entire life.
Oh, wait, your private line, I'll get it. Okay. Rebecca Hotchkiss. That's marvelous, we're in the library. It's here. The proof we need is here.
Finally. We've got her, babe.
What is wrong with you, Fox? The girl is nothing but a cheap wannabe. I would think that you would have better taste in stepmothers.
Oh, that's funny that you should mention that, Gwen, considering she was obviously appealing enough for your husband.
He's over her, okay? Ethan is committed to me and our future.
Yeah, maybe, but I did see the look on his face before. Okay, he's proud of her for standing up to Julian and my grandfather. He would hate to see her get any ugly comeuppance at anyone's hand.
You men can be so stupid. Look, any problems that come Teresa's way today, she's completely brought on by herself. Fox, do you have any idea of the horrible things she's done to me?
I can only imagine.
Yeah, well, someday I'll make you a list. But meanwhile, I am just glad to sit back and watch the fallout today. Take my word for it. Teresa is not the doe-eyed little innocent you think she is. She's like a viper slithering in the grass, just waiting to strike.
Since when does bearing the Crane name mean so much to you?
Ethan, I've spent my whole life wanting to be Mrs. Crane. Mrs. Ethan Crane.
Teresa.
No, you asked me why my title is so important to me, so I'm gonna tell you. The day that I found out that I was married to Julian was the second worst day of my life. And the worst day was when I realized that I was pregnant by him. You know, he had gotten me so drunk that I don't remember the ceremony or what happened afterwards. But something good did come out of that awful trip. My son.
He's a beautiful little boy.
Yeah. He's my life. He's my reason for getting up in the morning. He's my reason for being. And he's my reason for wanting to stay mistress of this house. Now, if it weren't for little Ethan, I would tear this marriage license up right now, but I won't. Because I want him to have everything that I never had. The power, the money, the privilege the Crane name will afford. There is one thing that would get me to throw it all away.
What's that?
You? If you told me that you and I could be together after all, I would go upstairs and get little Ethan and we'd walk out that door, you and me and him, and I would never look back. Just say the word, Ethan.
What could be so terrible that you guys think you need backup so you can tell me?
Okay. All right, here it is. Look, it was a pretty long time ago now. A young man met a woman, and eventually they fell in love.
No offense, Luis, but that's no news. Love, it's what makes the world go round and all that.
Yeah, but you know these people. All right, look, The relationship, it had its ups and downs, and it was even rocky sometimes, but it became obvious that these two were meant to be together. They had their differences, but their similarities, I mean, that's what mattered. People call them soulmates. They realized that they were lucky enough to have found each other.
Sounds good so far.
Yeah, you'd think so. Neither one of them loved anyone else the way that they'd loved each other. So, they got engaged. They set a date to be married, but life got in the way, so they never said their I do's.
Sounds kind of like us, huh, Sharon?
They went on their honeymoon anyway, even knowing that their wedding was going to be postponed. And that's when tragedy struck.
What happened?
Well, they were separated. It was no fault of their own, and they desperately tried to find each other, but things got in the way. Meanwhile, the woman, she met another man. And he fell in love with her, and she fell in love with him, but she didn't love him like she did the first man.
No, of course not.
The man she'd loved first was still in her heart. Even the love of the second man couldn't erase that.
Don't hate me, Daddy, please. I just can't do it today.
Whitney, you can do this, okay? Today is very, very important. This is our dream, remember? Don't think that Jennifer Capriati and Venus and Serena don't have bad days. They do. But they get it together, they pick up their rackets, and they get out there. And they put all that insignificant stuff aside.
Chad is not insignificant, Daddy.
Leave her alone, TC. Don't you realize what a terrible ordeal last night was for her? Honey, don't make it worse by making her feel like she's letting you down on top of everything else. It's just not fair to blame her for not being able to play.
Damn it, I don't blame her. I blame you.
What are you saying?
It's your fault. This is all your fault, Eve.
You are my passion for life.
You can't do this to me. I am genuinely ill. I've had a stroke and 2 heart attacks, and I think you're right. I think I am losing my hearing here. That's why I have to have a medical professional, somebody who can do things for me.
That's exactly why I hired Precious. She's highly skilled and, as I said, a much better match than that last caregiver.
This isn't funny.
Who said anything about funny? Precious, show Mother what you can do. See? Highly trained. I believe she graduated at the top of her class.
As what? A circus performer? I need a medical professional!
Again, that's what she is. Precious went to a special school that trains animals how to help people with physical challenges, like a guide dog for the blind, only she can reach high shelves. Oh, and look, Mother, she's considerate to boot. I bet she brewed it just the way you like it. And Precious can do more than make a pot of tea. Her real specialty is the personal grooming of her clients. I hear she is a whiz at trimming those pesky toenails, and she doesn't even need manicure scissors.
That ape will not touch my person!
Hey, that attitude will not do. Especially when you and Precious share something extra personal in common.
Huh?
Yeah, you both wear diapers. You don't need to be embarrassed or modest anymore. And your hair, if you get head lice, well, she could just pick it out for you with her nails in her sharp teeth.
Oh, that's it. That is it. I will not have it. I am calling the authorities
No,
on you
you are
right now.
not.
Yes, I am.
You either accept Precious as your nurse, or I'll make it so you don't ever need anyone to help you ever again.
Just say the word, Ethan, and I will throw it all away, just like that. I love you today as much as I ever have, and I would give up anything if it meant that we could be together.
Teresa, it's not gonna happen. You know why?
Then I will have to do everything in my power to hold on to what I do have, even if it means staying married to Julian. I will fight tooth and nail for my son because he is all that I have left.
You sound like someone that I know.
Who?
My mother. She said almost exactly the same words when she was explaining to me why she stayed married to Julian all those years. She said she did it for me. Her son. She said she, wanted me to have all the advantages that the Crane name could provide.
I never thought of me and your mothers having anything in common.
Ironic, isn't it? You're more alike than either of you would care to admit. I wish you the best, though. I really do.
I hope I'm not interrupting a personal moment.
No, not at all.
Okay. Teresa, I thought you might want to know the television crew just arrived. Okay. They came in the back way.
All right, will you tell them that I'll be right there?
Okay.
Okay. Well, this is it. You know, Julian and Rebecca swore that they were gonna stop me, but I don't see any sign of them anywhere, so I guess they realized it was a lost cause.
Hurry, hurry, hurry. He'll be here any second.
Yes.
Coming.
It's been a while. I've not seen you since my ill-fated trip to the islands, the one that ruined my life. Hello, Bruce.
What have you done to your hair?
Never mind that. The question is, can you deliver what you say you can?
Oh, you bet, old pal. That and more. Much more. Wait.
Damn it, this is all you're doing, Eve. Whitney would be playing today if it wasn't for you.
How can you say such a thing?
Mom, Dad, please don't fight. Okay? It's okay, Mom. It's okay. I'll go. I'll get my things and we can go, okay,
Oh,
Daddy?
no. Absolutely not. You are not playing tennis today. Whitney, go into the kitchen and get yourself some breakfast, honey, okay?
But really,
No, please. Your father and I just need a few minutes alone, okay? How dare you blame me for this? You telling me you can't see the emotional toll that last night took on your daughter?
Eve, I know what I'm doing.
No! No, you don't. Whitney is a young woman barely out of her teens with all the attendant feelings and conflicts. The last thing she needs is her father pushing and pulling at her.
I think I know what's better for Whitney than you do. You know, with your professional career and all, I've spent more time with her over the years than you have.
There we go.
This is simply delicious, Precious. Is this Mother's Earl Grey, or did you bring your own? Oh, which reminds me, we need to give you your own space in Mother's closet.
Why are you talking to it as if it can answer you?
Don't mind Mother, she's always like this with strangers, but she'll warm up to you in time. Mother, do not call her it. It's not polite.
Polite? Polite? You bring a mini gorilla into my home and you accuse me of not being polite? Oh.
It's hardly fair, considering all the gorillas you've invited to sleep under our roof, in your bed, to be more precise. If I were you, I'd make friends with Precious, because she's gonna be the one that's gonna change your diapers regularly.
Well, you just stop it right there. I will not even hear that. She will not come near me. You are crazy, you know. You have gone phew, right over the edge.
Think I'm crazy?
Yeah.
Brilliant is more like it. Because the next time you go to tell your nurse about my plan to kill you or Sheridan or Luis, it's not gonna do any good. Because Precious can't tell anyone. Can you, Precious? And you can scream about it all you want, but no one, including you, will stop me, Mother. Tell me again how crazy I am. Crazy like a fox, I'd say.
That's a sad story, Luis. But I really don't understand what it has to do with me or you, for that matter. I mean, who exactly are you talking about?
I'm getting to that. Look, this man and woman were separated for a very long time. And it looked like they were never going to get back together again. Each one of them thought that they had to move on with their lives, that the person that they had loved and lost would have wanted them to.
So what'd they do?
Like I said, this woman had become involved with another man. A good man who loved her and she loved him. And when he proposed a marriage, she said yes. And they got married, and that's when fate intervened and the old lovers were reunited.
Oh my gosh, Luis. I know who you're talking about. I know what you're trying to tell me.
You are so caught up in your work at the hospital. Where do you get off calling the shots on Whitney and Simone?
Oh, that is so unfair, TC.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you what's unfair. How about being married to a wife whose work is so important that she can't make it home for dinner, or lunch, or even breakfast? Eve, you're like a stranger in your own house. And if anybody knows what Whitney is capable of, I do. I work with her day in and day out. I've never missed a match. I've never missed a practice. And you're never there.
I try.
You try. You know, trying doesn't cut it. Whitney has a talent and a focus that most athletes don't have. Whitney has played brilliantly even when she was sick. And she would have played today if you hadn't have blown the other night out of proportion.
Out of proportion? Her sister hates her because she thought that Chad was her boyfriend. I hardly think that Whitney is overreacting.
And not only Whitney would have played, Whitney would have won today. Because that's exactly what we work on all the time. But in one day, in one morning, you have seemed to throw all that out the window. And in one day, and in one morning of you trying to act like a mother, you've completely trashed everything.
In 5, 4, 3, 2. Good morning. I'm Bill Hornsby of WHMM. And today I have the distinct privilege of sitting in the home of one of the most powerful, influential, and wealthy families in the world, the Cranes. Now, some of you know, over the years, the Cranes have had a rather antagonistic relationship with the press. So that's why we're delighted to have been invited here today by the lovely Mrs. Crane.
Please, it's my pleasure.
Now, I understand that there's a radical change afoot regarding the family and its fortune. In the past, the Cranes have been harshly criticized for their seeming lack of social responsibility. Unlike other families of enormous wealth, the Cranes have never felt obligated to share their financial gains with those less fortunate. Until today. I'm very pleased to introduce you to Mrs. Julian Crane, who would like to tell you about the millions of dollars she's announced that she'll be donating to various charities. Mrs. Crane.
Please, Bill, call me Teresa.
Teresa.
I can't believe this. Where's Julian? Where's my mother? I thought they were gonna stop her.
Your generosity is amazing.
Oh! Do you see how serious this is? That woman is trying to systematically give away every penny the Crane family's ever made.
You mean stolen?
Well, what's the difference? I have to get rid of her before she breaks me. My entire life is riding on what you know. Just tell me it's for real.
Oh, it is indeed, Julian. Every last bit of it.
God, how could you betray me like this?
Well, I'm sorry, old pal. I never thought things would get quite so far out of hand. But I'm here now to make up for it. When I tell you what I've got, you will be free of Teresa forever.
Now, you can yammer all you want about what you suspect I'm up to, but I'm home free. I'm gonna get rid of Sheridan for good and win Luis back.
You are totally out of your tree, Tootsie.
We'll see if you still think that when I walk down the aisle with the man I love.
Oh, I mean it. You are deluded. You're completely insane.
Well, that's even better then. Okay? Because if I get busted for killing Sheridan, you're my best witness. They can't send a crazy person to the electric chair no matter what she does.
No, you can't kill Sheridan.
Don't be ridiculous. Of course I can. And thanks to Precious, I'm gonna get away with murder.
I know what you're trying to tell me, Luis. I don't know why I didn't see it before. Maybe I didn't want to, because it was just too impossible to imagine. And you didn't want to tell me because you didn't want to hurt me. And you're right. This could crush me. It could kill me.
Luis, what are we gonna do? We cannot tell Antonio the truth now, ever.
Either you with me on this or not, but I won't let you stand in front of my daughter's future.
This woman is not my wife. She never has been.